Alright, yo, what's up guys? It's me, Shadow, back again with another tutorial video. This week we're going to be going over how to make beats for Uzi's new tape, Red and White? Pink. Basically, it is currently 12:30 a.m. I have to leave for a flight in 2 hours. So I'm gonna have to make this video very quick because I have to record it and edit it in the next 2 hours. Hopefully I can pull through. Hopefully you guys are watching this video when it's supposed to be coming out. So my bad if the beat is maybe not as good as you were hoping, or I kind of am not as engaged in this video because I gotta really pump this video out super quickly. Obviously, I don't like doing this. This is not something that I enjoy doing. Yeah. Anyways, without further ado, guys, let's just hop right into how I made this beat. Starting off, BPM is 135. For these kind of futuristic Uzi beats, you want it to be 130 to 140 for the BPM. That's pretty much where you want to stay. As for sound selection, guys, these are the drums that we're going to be using. Pretty much all of these sounds are from my Hex drum kit with Frost. Shout out to him. This is one of my favorite drum kits. I will leave that link down below. There is a free demo link and a download link for the full kit. Then guys, we're going to open up Expand 2 with the bigger legato strings. Then we have another instance of Expand 2 with the octave big strings. Then we have Serum. We are going to be using mostly sounds from my Void Serum bank, which is coming out 2 days after this video drops. I will update the link as soon as the video drops. So if you guys are watching this video any later than 2 days after this is posted, then it will definitely be out. The first sound that we're using is the Atlantis pad. Then we are using the takeoff effect. Then we are using the phone call effect. This is from my Vanquish Serum bank. Again, free demo link down below. Then we are using my crystal pad. Then lastly, we are using the fade lead. And yeah, that is sound selection out of the way, guys. Basically, for these beats, you want to use the typical Molly Raw drum kits, or like I said, you can get my drum kit if you want some more unique sounds. And then basically any plugins that have a mix of realistic kind of orchestra instruments and then super futuristic pads, plucks, and all that kind of stuff. So that is sound selection out of the way, guys. Now we're going to hop into how I made this beat, starting off with the melody. Starting off, guys, we laid out this stabby violin pattern. Basically kind of just look at the top line notes and then imagine that I added more notes. I basically copy and pasted it and moved it down 7 semitones or 6 gaps in between the notes. As you guys know, or maybe don't know, I don't know anything about music theory. So yeah, my apologies if that bothers you, but this is what pattern number 1 is going to sound like. Then guys, we have pattern number 2, which is basically this upward ascending super repetitive pattern. That's going to sound like this. Not much to say there. It's super simple, nothing too crazy. Then guys, we're going to add the pad. It's going to sound like this. Again, nothing really too complicated there. If you go back to the previous 2 patterns we made, these notes are sort of already lined up for us, so I'm not going to talk too much about the notes. Basically, what I like to do when I make my beats, guys, is I start off with a main chord progression that has a lot of notes involved in it, or at least 4 to 6. From that point, that's basically your scale. Obviously, it can go higher, it can go lower, but from that point, you can just look back at the previous patterns you've been making. You can see what notes are working, what notes aren't going to work, and just kind of build from there. Then, guys, we're going to add that takeoff sound effect. Then guys, we're going to add the phone call sound effect. Then guys, we have another pad that we're kind of using as a bell or a pluck. Then the last thing that we have, guys, is this lead. It sounds pretty cool. Basically, to make this melody, I already knew that the F sharp and the G sharp were going to work, and I just did this little slide thing where the first two squares, I guess, or whatever you want to measure it as, are going to play with the lower note, and then it's going to slide up immediately to the primary note, G sharp 5. Just imagine basically that it is the G sharp 5 the whole time. Super simple pattern. And then for the very last quarter, we're going to raise it up an octave just for some like variation. Altogether, guys, our melody is going to sound like this. Honestly, it kind of reminds me of like Chief Keef a little bit. Like there's like that kind of glow influence, but that is the melody out of the way, guys. Now we're going to hop into how I made the drums. Starting off, we have a super basic clap. Pretty crazy, I know. Then, guys, we have a simple hi-hat. Basically, the kind of trend for these beats is to go super simple for every pattern that you use, but actually use a lot of patterns. Then, guys, we have the first snare pattern. Then we are adding the second snare pattern. Then we have the third snare pattern. And then lastly, for the percussion, we have an open hat. Then, guys, lastly for drums is the 808, which is going to sound like this. Again, nothing too crazy. Normally, I would be going more in depth when making these videos and kind of explain to you guys my thought process. But the easy way to explain this is the original sort of like stabby string melody that we made followed these same notes. These are the root notes. So, yep, there you go. Altogether, guys, this is what the drums are going to sound like. So yeah, I mean, I think I enjoy the drums a lot more than the melody in this beat. You guys can feel free to leave criticism in the comments. I don't care, honestly. I don't think that this beat is fantastic. Like I said, I kind of pulled this together super last moment. I do think I did pretty good on the drums, especially the snares. For some reason on this project, there's just like a ton of snares all over the place. So definitely make sure to use a lot of snares. Melody-wise, I think I did a decent job. I feel like my sound selection could have been better, and I might have been able to add a couple more patterns. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm going to go over structuring literally as fast as I can, because I really got to wrap this video up. Also, before anyone asks why I didn't go over mixing, it's because I didn't really mix anything. I know that's shocking to a lot of people, but yeah, I don't really mix my beats because I use sounds that are already pre-mixed. I might adjust EQs like very, very slightly and like level things, but other than that, I don't really do a lot of mixing in my beats. So basically for the hook, 16 bars playing almost every sound. For the verse, we are going to take out a lot of the snares. We're going to take out all the leads and sort of like plucky accents to the melody. Then we have an 8-bar bridge where we're going to EQ stuff out like this. And then we just repeat. We have another 16-bar hook, that's exactly the same. 16-bar verse, that's exactly the same. And then we have an 8-bar outro, which is basically the verse, but instead of EQing it down and bringing it back up, we are starting off at a high point and bringing the EQ down like an outro. And yeah, that is going to do it for this video, guys. This is probably going to be on the shorter side, so my apologies. I know that's kind of lame of me, but, you know, I'm super pressed for time, and I have a lot of stuff going on in my life right now. So, you know, I did my best. If you guys like this video, leave a like. If you didn't, don't. Remember to hit the subscribe button. I post videos 2 times a week on Wednesday and Friday, covering underground and up-and-coming artists, challenge videos, entertainment content, and more. And yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good day or night. Peace.